This is my set 10 tier list video. In S, these decks have a very high chance to win in big events, and in A, they have a very high chance to top in these events, and then B, I think these decks are good enough to win locals, and I mean can still also top. And then C, you can still win in locals, but it's just harder. In set 10, we got the cyclers generics for all the nations. The new ride lights, we got Gandiva, Soliron, and then we got an upgrades for a lot of decks. So for Gandiva, it is S tier, but I still think that I think it's still better than Eva, and I think Gandiva and Messiah are close. I think they're better than the decks here, but they're just a little bit below Eva and Chronojet. You know, Gandiva has a strong turn 3, gives his front row 2k for every bind, and he also gets a crit if he has 5 or more. He also gets a lot of draws and has a lot of retire. Then for Masques, Jeweled, in Japanese, because they have Emposa, is like A tier. Since in English we still don't have Emposa, I think it's only B. Like I think it's at the top of B. He only has Rakagur, and then but he has a decent amount of draw from Gangram, and since he gets more soul now from his own skill as well, so he can use Gangram's skill to keep on growing. He also has retire, and it's a Masques deck. So Masques, do you know they use the mask? They can ride the Masques in their grade 3 turn, and then they activate Persona Ride if they go second. For Unica, I think she got the least amount of power from the new Masques form. I think most decks use only 2 Masques. She gains a 4th attack, but she loses the crit pressure. But I guess it's easier to pull off the requirements for the Unica. So I think it's this solid. It's an alright deck, and I think it's in the middle of B. For Zorga, I think Zorga got the most out of the Masques decks. Very solid. He also got his fourth attack from another unit. He gives his front row plus 10, and then if you go second, you activate Persona Ride, so that's already 20k. And then he can fetch a normal order, or a rear guard from drop just by removing a Zorga. I think it's a very solid deck. Like if like Zorga players that have mastered the deck, I think it can go up to here. You know, if you truly master the deck. For Leonor Masques, I think it was outshined by Zorga. It's a solid deck. I think it's like up here as well, but I don't think it's better than their Jeweled. Maybe like this. So we got Soliron. Soliron, you give your units plus 5. Soliron's gimmick is you declare if it's normal or trigger unit on the top of your deck, then you reveal it, and then you know, you give plus 5 to all your units if it's correct, and then yeah, it's like that. Then you can take card from hand and such, or leave it at top and stuff like that. Currently, I think testing it a little bit, I think it's okay. I don't think it's bad as people think it is. But I think a lot of people think it's very bad because of Aquamarine. So this is the new form of Hexa Orb. It outshined Soliron so much. It's just so good. Like, why would you play this if you have Hexa Orb? So Hexa Orb, she can do 5 attacks now. Very explosive. Her power gives, instead of giving plus 10 to a unit after checking a drive, you increase your trigger effects by 10k. Drawing up front will give a 10k to your whole front row. For Aquamarine, I think she's like top of, or she's in the middle of the A tier. Maybe like this, somewhere around here. For Jiva, we got the Mirrors Virina, which give him something to draw, or which gives him a draw or a counter charge. So we've been waiting a lot for this. I used to put Jiva in D tier, but now I think Because of the mirrors Varina, I think he's like around here. I think the mirrors make the deck decent and fixes the deck. So instead of being very hard to use, it's like in the C tier now. Mirrors Varina is good, but I don't think it's good enough to like make Jiva like strong, like very strong. Seraph got more support, but I think the only thing you'll use is the grade 3. I think it's the triple rare, which is 10k shield, 5k power. It's 2 to guard, and I think makes your opponent prison from drop. Seraph have a hard time as long as Eva is in top of the meta, since it's very easy for Eva to play around prison. So she can just put her obscudites in the prison and then activate their skills. For a Vanguard, he got the booster with that counter charges. I think a Vanguard is a solid deck. Yeah, I think it's just a solid deck. And restanding Vanguard on Brandgate is very strong because you have a chance, you have more chance to get Eldobret. For Welstra, you got the Dog PR. It gives Welstra early rush, and his grade 1 product has a use now. Welstra, I think it stays in A tier. And so Granfia, he got the new promo, which allows him to CB1 draw and also gives him a plant token every battle phase. So if you have two, you have 2 plant tokens for free every turn if they don't get retired. I think makes the deck solid as well. I think it's like maybe like here, like around here. Finally, you got the snake in English. So this is the stealth. We got this way later than Japan did. So I think it's like around here. That's it for the new set 10 stuff. This still does not include Vescol. Thank you for watching.